Texas State Fair. Played here since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. For nearly a century, this venue has stood on the grounds of the Texas State Fair. Glad to have you with us from the Cotton Bowl. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. This could be one of their most important games of the year. With both teams undefeated, this game is a separator. As the college football playoff looms near, they have to separate and prove they are one of the best teams in the country. They have a chance to do that here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Longhorns will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Blaylock. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Hold and fire complete. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play, guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roberts. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield. He does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns. Because, geez.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Sooners decide to punt it away. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Searching for space. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Open on the right, across the 35. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Longhorns come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Quick give. It's Smothers. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Driving forward, it's Smothers. There's some room. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Throwing Manning. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Longhorns. The offense cashing it in on that drive. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Motion from the back. Looking for space. It's Roberts. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking for a man. It's Bentley. Makes the grab. On the move at the 30. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. From the gun, it's Roberts. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top 5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff position.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country. And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You can tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
Off play action on 1st down. They're all over it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Still 2nd down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Here on 3rd down for this offense. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pulls it in. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's down immediately, but they convert on fourth down and keep the drive alive.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on fourth down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
The run inside. It's Blaylock. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Bentley. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Takes the handoff. It's Roberts. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll give it to him again. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference, and now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level, right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level now.
And it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football. We've lost a lot of them with expansion. This one we get to keep. I love that they're both going to the SEC. They're going to play each other a bunch. We're going to still have this Red River rivalry that gets so many people excited. It's an unbelievable event. We've been there for game day a bunch. It is absolutely crazy.
They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Snaps on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield. He's out of bounds, well short of the marker, and they'll have to give up the ball. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on first down. They go play action with Manning. He'll get rid of it. Out wide right, it's Wingo. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line.
That's a really nice-looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here's Manning to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Motion from the wideout. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Looking downfield, it's Bentley. Out wide left, it's Roberts. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to escape and get it himself. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. And the Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for room. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Making the adjustment. Looking for a crease. It's Smothers. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They want to run this quarterback. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Third and 6 yards to go. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And the Longhorns will go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Manning. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Rush right in his face. Right side, it's Wingo. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Longhorns are facing 3rd and inches. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Short pass. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Second and long here. Looking for a gap. It's Henderson. He locked up and held on to bring him down. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this third and long from the 20. Manning from the gun on third down. Left side is Winston. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air, it's Bentley. Here comes the heat. Caught. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Drops back on first down. He wants to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Last-ditch effort to get points before the half. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the South Carolina Gamecocks. And it's the Razorbacks in front right now as they look to get back over 500. And this is kind of the point in the season where you find out who you are. Week 5, a crossroads. Can this group find the right path?
The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. If they could somehow find their way into the end zone, a 2-possession lead might feel insurmountable. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Stopped right there.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
And that's a teach tape on third down right there. That's a great job by the defense. Being back, understanding it's third down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football, go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man, you make sure that they feel you. That's a great job by this defense, being physical, making sure he doesn't secure that catch.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Straight ahead, it's Roberts. They were all over it.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Got it in the middle. It's Roberts. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Looking downfield, it's Bentley. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Here comes the Texas offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He is snowed under nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Long way to go on second down. On the left side, here's Coleman. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Running inside, it's Smothers. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. He turns that loose down the right side. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Touchdown Sooners! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. 1 play, and they put it on the board. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The Longhorns have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Henderson. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Manning on play action. Flush to the left. Takes a hit as he fires. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on 1 play.
Now have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Moving out to the right. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
And man, you gotta love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt, and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Hits inside. It's Roberts. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Back to pass, it's Bentley. Escapes the pressure to his right. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. So the final period starts with a second down play. Handoff again. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Looking for room. It Smothers. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Longhorn! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
And the point after is good. On the return, it's Blaylock. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. To the air, it's Bentley. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Got the first down himself. At the 45 on his way. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up down at the 32-yard line. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Caught, it's Thomas.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to pass on second down. Out wide left, it's Roberts. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Wants to pass. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he added the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Got the first down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. On the run, it's Henderson. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Play action, here's Manning. On the move, he fires. Left side is Townsend. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the single back. There he goes. All the way. Touchdown, Texas.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Bentley. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blaylock. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And that's a nice play by this offense, but, man, they got to go. They got to score 2 times. Nice run. That clock is their enemy, but they need 2 scores, so they got to get some points.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Stepping to the right. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And it comes up empty there, but that's exactly what this offense needs to keep doing. They keep throwing the football. Like, don't quit. Don't give up. I know you're down a couple of possessions, but you want to show your team, man, that we're always going to fight no matter what.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put a bow on this one.
And that's not a surprise to anybody, including the defense, that they turn and they give it to their running back, who they've been giving it to all game long. Up front, the offensive line, they deserve a ton of credit. Blocked and paved the way. This rushing attack has been lethal, and I'm not surprised that's how they end this football.
And that's the kind of guy, too, David, you want at the end of the game, because he wants the ball into his hands to ice this thing. He's looking over the sidelines before that play call, and he's like, give it to me. Let me finish this thing and win this game for us. And that's exactly what happened.
It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset with the coveted Golden Hat Trophy after beating their despised rival to the north. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.